Hey everyone, Kurtimer here. For joining me again today on this little journey of Pokemon Blue, our monotype run through. Just a quick little recap from last time. We had gotten through Mount Moon, and we'd just beaten our rival, and we're ready to go up the Nugget Bridge and hopefully get Magikarp to level 20, because right now he's kind of useless. He did learn Tackle, which is great. But he's still not very strong. And that really comes at a price, because if he can't take down an enemy, like if he can't beat this Caterpie, then, oh, I didn't. It's an embarrassment to switch those around. That's my bad. See how much damage I can do. I'm still pretty fast though. Magikarp's got some good defense and speed stats. So maybe he can. Maybe he will be able to do this. 5 levels though. 5 levels is a long way to go for Magikarp. I don't know what if his XP is fast leveling up, or if it's like a medium grade speed. I don't know. It's all on what I usually use Cerebi to figure out a lot of these things, like where to find Pokemon if I don't remember. Oh god, Weedle. And they usually have like a little thing underneath about the experience rate. Oh, of course. Of course I get poisoned. I'm getting really lucky by not getting poisoned earlier in the game. That's okay, we'll just send out Tort. Still really strong. Oh, so I was trying to do a little bit of brainstorming. I don't know exactly what our team will look like in the end, but I do have some thoughts. At the very least, I think we should have an ice type, because there's 2 water ice types or 3 technically. There's Lapras, there's Dewgong, and there's Cloyster. But Cloyster doesn't have a great attack set, like stats, defensive. So I'm not really sure if I want to use Cloyster. However, he's still on the list because he has that ice type. Anyways, we need an ice type because we're gonna have to face off against Lance, who uses dragons, and he will be very tough. As well, there's also the fact that our rival has a grass starter, so he's gonna have Venusaur at the last fight. And Gyarados will be able to do something about, or at least not take as much damage because he's water flying. But in order to actually do some more damage, we're gonna need an ice type. So either Lapras, Dewgong, or Cloyster. Now we could use 2 of them, just to increase the amount of damage output we're going to have, and also a good backup. I think one of them should be definitely at least I hit this. Should be Lapras, because Lapras has a ton of health, and I think it learns Ice Beam relatively early. I think it even gets Blizzard. I don't remember. That's what I want. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna need. I don't know how strong Dewgong is, but again, it'd be another Pokemon to use in case something happens to Lapras, or Dewgong or Cloyster, one of those 2. That would give us 4 Pokemon total, and gives us 2 more slots. The next slot I was thinking of is something that could be either Slowbro or Starmie, because that's a Psychic double type, and that's going to be really helpful just in general, because we also have to think of Bruno in the Elite Four. He's fighting type. Although we could probably just power through him with water type and using Gyarados again. But it might just be something that's a little faster. However, we also have to think of Agatha for ghosts. He has a lot of poison types for a ghost user. There's only 3 technical ghost types. Uses 2 Gengars. And those are Ghost Poison. So if we have something fast like Starmie and use Psychic, might be able to just take them out in one shot. Slowbro's obviously slower, but has better special defense, so we might be able to tank a few hits from Gengar, but they're also really strong. So anyways, I'm thinking that's where the 5th one's gonna go. Also, got my nice giant mug of coffee ready for this morning. Oh, nothing like a good cup of coffee. Keeps you going. Wakes you up. I feel alive, but it has to be good coffee. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so that leaves us with a 6th open spot. There's still quite a few water types out there. I mean, there's still Golduck, but I don't really know if I want Golduck, because if there's any benefit. Not a dual type, from what I can remember. There's just water. He can learn, I think Psyduck can learn Confusion, but that's not really, if it's not a water psychic dual type, I'm not gonna get the stab bonus, and not gonna do very much damage in general, so I'd just be like empty, or like an extra one. Although if I need someone for like HMs, then that might be my go-to. Not really sure. And there's also Tentacruel, who is water poison, has good special defense stats. And I think Toxic is in this game, isn't it? The TM. Give Toxic to him, tanks hits, and he just will wear down enemy Pokemon like that. So that could work. Would be terrible. We also have Kingler, which again it's the same situation of I don't really think there's a whole lot of worth to that. Probably got some special like high attack, but he doesn't learn anything. He's just a, we already have Blastoise, who's a straight water type. We don't need another plain water type. If we can get other, especially when there's other options that are dual types, we want to we want to utilize as many of these double types as we can to give us a wider range of coverage. We have a better chance of beating the enemy, or beating enemy trainers and gym leaders, right? Lastly, there's also, lastly, I don't know, but there's also Vaporeon. And Vaporeon I'm considering, because Vaporeon has, I think, a really high health pool. And while it is only water type, it's an evolution. Vaporeon's pretty cool. I like Vaporeon. And that could be useful. So that would give us 6. So Blastoise, Gyarados, Lapras for sure, then either Starmie, and then either like another water ice like Dugong, or Cloyster, or Slowbro if we want to go double water psychic, or Vaporeon. So I think that's pretty good. Where do we get the question? I think we can get Staryu after we get the Good Rod, which means we have to make it to Fuchsia City. And oh, how do we get to? We get Eevee from Celadon. That's before the 4th gym. Then we can just grab a Water Stone and evolve from there. Lapras isn't until we get into the Silphco. Oh, God. I think we might be able to do that right after Fuchsia. So right after Gym 5. Oh, dang it, we got poisoned? I wasn't paying attention. Too busy talking. What else did it say? For me, Vaporeon we covered, Starmie we covered, Lapras. Tentacle we won't get until we get Surf, so again after Fuchsia. Dugong we can't get until we go to Seafoam Islands after Fuchsia. So basically it's going to be we could get Vaporeon the earliest, I think, and that's basically it. So we're gonna have Gyarados and Blastoise until we get to Fuchsia City, Celadon, sorry, which means we have to go through Rock Tunnel with just the two of them, which is annoying. There's grass types in there that can poison us and paralyze us. However, we'll be probably really high leveled by then, and we can just blast through Rock Tunnel, and we won't have Flash, so that's gonna be that might be. I don't know if it'll be a tough one because I think I know the layout of Rock Tunnel enough, but it's not gonna be enjoyable by any means. I don't remember if you get any sort of light in this game, because I remember in Gen 2, when you go in an area that needs Flash, it's just your character and it's black everywhere. You don't see anything. When they introduced Gen 3, they have that little window of light around you, and then everything else is black, but you can still see structure as you get closer to it. We can't even see what the structure looks like around us. It'll probably be a bit of a pain, but we'll get through it. We'll make it through. We're not even there yet, so I don't really know why I'm griping about it just yet. Nice! Okay, so that's all the trainers in Nugget Bridge. And then we get to this fellow. We got a Nugget for beating Nugget Bridge. By the way, would you like to join Team Rocket? If only we could. Dedicated to evil. It's not exactly the great way of introducing your organization. You're not necessarily dedicated to evil. You're a gangster organization. You're selling Pokemon for money. You're still making... I'm not saying it's good, but I'm just saying your marketing's off. I'm sure there'd be a lot of people who'd want to play. I'd love to have a playthrough where you could be Team Rocket. You know? You probably wouldn't have to change too much of the story if you just set a flag at that point for the game, and every other piece of dialogue you have has to check that flag, and if it's active, it just goes to another section of script, and you're only typing out script, let's say, and just has a different way of saying it. You know, rather than, hey, let's battle, it's, you know, like, what are you doing? Like, Team Rocket, oh no, and then you fight them, and at the end, just like, don't steal my Pokemon. You just be like, so-and-so stole this and sent it back to the Rocket base. You can't re-battle them here. You don't get the VS Seeker until, it wasn't introduced until the 3rd generation. In Fire Red and Leaf Green. So, I mean, it'd be a lot of typing out script, but just text box stuff. And you could even get, you know, change all the trainers in the Rocket hideout, or just be like, hey, do you want to practice? It's stronger, kind of thing. Then you could have Giovanni. You wouldn't have to fight. No, you don't have to fight Giovanni. He just, because the flag redirects from them. And you talk to him, and he says like, all right, go do this. Again, keeping the same flag. It's check if this flag is active, and you're like, Giovanni wants you to go fight these gyms. You do. In order to do so, still falls within the, you need to go to the, it gives you the Silph Scope, go to Pokemon Tower. Although there it's like, you help the the Rocket organization there. You help them get Fuji or something like that. Then Fuchsia, whatever, and as soon as you beat Fuchsia, there can be someone that just comes up and is like, in that town, so once you beat Fuchsia, go to Silph Co. The boss has another mission or something like that. And there you go, you go to the Silph Co, and then again, it's a lot of it just seems like it'd be scripting. Maybe I'm completely wrong here, and someone who that's ROM hacking would be like, actually, Kurt, that's not right. You'd have to do a lot of other things. And that's perfectly fine. I'm just spitting out ideas. It just seems like it would work so well. Because you could have the Elite Four stay the same. And the only thing they'd say is like, they're fighting you because you want to be in control of everything as a Team Rocket member. You're taking over the Elite Four. And rather than like, congrats, you're the champion, it's like, ah, damn it, you beat us, you're Rocket 1 or something like that, right? Maybe, I don't know. It just seems like that could be an option. It's a little, it's disappointing that they dangle that tantalizing idea in front of you with that guy at the end of the bridge, like, oh, come join Team Rocket, and it doesn't give you the choice to join. You know? I remember I wanted to do that. Would have been so cool to be playing the bad guy. You know, I always want to play the protagonist. That's why a lot of games have like bad endings or like villain endings, you know? But maybe when it was to appeal to kids, being like, don't do bad things. Make sure you only be the hero. So, could be. Oh, bind. Gen 1 bind. Pretty broken, if honestly. You you can't attack it for however many turns that was. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but certainly great if you're like if you were using that. Well, the opponent was using a 2-base move, so let's say Solar Beam or Hyper Beam or something like, or Skull Bash, and it was charging up. Would you be able to, let's get rid of Tackle, would you be able to just interrupt it that way? That seems pretty cool. Or Fire Spin, it's the same way. I don't think this game has Whirlpool. That came in Gen 2 as an HM move, and the only one to have an HM move like that, right? I don't think was Whirlpool a HM move in Gen 3? I don't think so. You could find it in Clamperls had Whirlpool as a move. Hey, well, because there's nothing in the environment to use it on. And oddly enough, in Gen 2, the only Whirlpool I remember is in Dragon's Den, not the show. And to get to the little hut, and what was it? I think on the way to the Elite Four, there's a spot you can use Whirlpool to pass by, and you get like an item. But that was it. Oh no, sorry. Of course, the Whirl Islands between Olivine and across the sea from Olivine. Oh, come on. No, that's... Man, that's gonna bug me. I'll get back to it. It starts with the sea, I'm pretty sure. Where the 5th gym is. There's like 4 islands there, that's where you find Lugia. And that's surrounded by whirlpools. Which is cool, because it's like... It's an optional part of the game. Not mandatory, they have to go there. So I appreciate that. I appreciate those kinds of HM obstacles, because you have to remember them to go back, and it promotes exploration. Rather than, here's a waterfall, the only way you can pass is to have the HM waterfall, and that's the only reason you're ever going to need waterfall, is just to get up this to progress. Like, put some waterfalls along a route early in the game, and people are like, oh, where does that go? There's something up there. Let's make a mental note that we'll go back and go up that and explore. Like, you get waterfall, like, yes, cool. Alright, first things first. We're going back, and we're getting whatever's up there. Even if it's like a max revive item, it's like, cool. That's what it was. And you feel accomplished because you remembered it. You wanted to explore. Man, I get holy crap, that was weak. Whoa, that was strong. Maybe Slowpoke is the right way to go. There we go. Not bad. I don't know if he's got. I don't think water guns seem to do as much though. Might as well just keep using fight. There we go. Nice critical hit. Baby. Look at a little Slowpoke all sprawled out. I'm not mad. Says a kid who lost. I mean, like, whenever you say something like that, like, oh, I'm not mad. Probably are, because you felt the need to clarify to someone else that you weren't mad. If you really weren't mad, you probably wouldn't feel the need to say anything. Right. Oh man, this is gonna be so much switching back and forth until he can actually evolve. Because he just can't handle this kind of stuff. Leviathan can't beat Nidoran right now because he's more likely to take a bunch of horn attacks. He's not the attack power to do it. Really unfortunate. Although I do have some rare can't. It would help if I didn't forget to switch. Okay. What was it? Yeah, we got some rare candies we can use as well. Those are those will be helpful in getting those last few levels. As soon as he gets to 20, pretty sure his attack stat's gonna jump. How many do we have? 2. Okay, so we get him to level 18. Then he can good. Oh yeah, it's funny. This. Even after the Nugget. Thunder Wave. Oh, cool. I wonder what I can learn. You just got to. Okay, sweet. So just one more level of switching back and forth, and then we can use the rare candies. We'll get him to level 20. He'll be Gyarados. We'll be good. 1100 XP. Oh. Hey. Probably you. Yeah, we're off to see Bill. Not Bill Nye, unfortunately, but just regular Bill. Gonna show us his magical teleporter separator thing, which is very advanced for I don't know. Maybe that's not too advanced for this world. But I mean, if they can take living creatures and turn them into data, just shove them in a computer, maybe that's perfectly able to teleport one person from one location to another. Or no, sorry, it's his cell separator. He he mixes himself in with a Pokemon. But when he comes out as a person, so where does the Clefairy go? I don't know. Well, then, yeah, I don't know. It's you trying to rationalize it and think of like how would that actually work, but there's no point. Just get to him and then we'll sort it out once we get there. We'll also get to look at his search history of E. Oh shoot, we're almost life. All this switching back and forth, that's killing us. What we need to do. Oh, okay, Judo won't kill. Be fine. But we might have to run all the way back to the Pokemon Center. So that we can heal up and get going again. Because we're really just cruising through trainers today. There's a lot. I mean, between Nugget Bridge and this whole cape, there's quite a few bodies to get through. We got one more potion. Use it on Tort, and then we'll see if we can get at least one more trainer going. Get you out of the way, which is a neat little trick that I like to exploit every time, because that's a section that's supposed to be cornered off with a cut tree, but if you just walk from as far away as you can to that trainer, he pulls him out of the way, and then you just walk behind him and grab the item. So, great hacks. Oh, I love coffee. Man, oh man, a lot of the same stuff too, though. We're seeing Rattatas, we're seeing Nidorans, Ekans, a lot of grassland stuff. There we go again. Did I? Okay, I was gonna say, I clicked him, right? He's level 14. Let's see how much Leviathan can actually do here. That's Rat, not Bind. It's the same. Dang it, it is the same. Oh, sweet, it didn't last for it. It's crit? Oh boy, you're just gonna wrap the entire time. I don't think it can switch out while he's doing that, so I'll just wait it out. And we'll switch to Tort, finish this off. Okay. He should have enough health to withstand a wrap. Might not have enough health to withstand Poison Sting. Oh, crap. Although we just have to walk back. I don't like that though. I really don't like that. It means he's gonna faint on the walk back, and all we're gonna have is Magikarp with low health. So heaven forbid I do something dumb. Oh, we gotta get this first. Ooh, Team 19. That. I don't know, so I have to check because it doesn't tell me you can use it. Seismic Toss. Cool. Bet I can't teach that to anyone, but probably I fought all these. Wait, yeah, we're good. We're fine. Well, Tort will die to poison, but that's okay. We'll just resurrect him and he'll be good. No! Oh, we were so close. We were that close. Couldn't have lasted for a little bit longer. Man, that's disappointing. So unsatisfying. Actually, you know what? I am gonna pick up some more potions. We have a nugget to sell too, so we might as well. Anyway, sell that first. We'll get that money. Oop. $5,000. Oh, can't put a price on a town map. Potions. Let's just grab like 5. I don't know how many antidotes I have, but I'll just grab one. Just in case that happens again. Because again, there's a lot of poison types out there that we're fighting against. Everyone's got Poison Sting, and it's such a nuisance. But it's just part of the game, and I think it's a very valid part of the game. They changed that in what generation was that? Black and White, I think, where if you're poisoned, you don't get hurt outside of battle. And I thought, I'm probably just very biased because I grew up with these games, and this is just how it was. This was the law. You guys got grass type, like grass. This was just how it was. You got poisoned, you had to walk or fly back to a Pokemon Center or use an antidote. Otherwise, it was going to take away your health. And it made sense because you're poisoned. That doesn't just stop being poisoned when. Okay, we're not going to do it. Holy crap. When you're poisoned, you're not going to just stop being poisoned while you're in a Pokeball, right? It's still going to be affecting. I mean, you could say the same thing about being burned, but that never was a thing. If you were burned, you were just... It was every turn. It took something, but when you're in the Pokeball, it was fine. So I get that. But I guess when I think of poison, like a burn, you can get a burn on your arm and it hurts. But it's not gonna kill you, right? But when it comes to poison, like that's circulating in your system, destroying your organs from the inside, and which is very graphic for a Pokemon game. But it makes a little more sense for it to be, I suppose, for it to happen as you're walking. But then in what's that, 5? In Black and White, they took that out. So it's like, oh, you're poisoned, don't worry, as long as you can get out of the battle, you're fine. Saved by the well. And I was a little disappointed. It's like, well, that takes out an aspect of the game. Then again, not like then again, but like they also added healers everywhere. Like you'll be walking through a cave and be like, oh man, here's another trainer, and you talk to them. It's like, oh, I'm a doctor. Here, I'll heal up your Pokemon for free. And while that's fantastic for grinding in areas, because you don't have to go back to Pokemon Center or anything like that, you just run back and forth till everyone's either dead or has very low health, and you like, oh, heal me up, and then you just keep going. You can grind for hours in one spot. But then it takes away some of the difficulty of the game, because when I lose my train of thought sometimes in mid sentence, and it's like, I guess I'm trying to do two things at once. It takes away the challenge, because if you're going through a cave, let's take Rock Tunnel for example. You're going through a cave, finally get out, you're like, man, Pokemon are tired, I don't have many items, I just need a Pokemon set. And run into a guy that's like, that heals you. If you ran into a guy that heals you. Hey Bill. Your blue Pokemon right now. I guess he's also a scientist. He did develop the PC. So like, this is really advanced. Anyways, and someone heals you, it's like, oh, nice. I guess I didn't need to be worried after all. But when you come out and you have 3 trainers there that are just waiting to beat you while you're down, it makes the game so much more intense, because you're like, oh great, another one, here we go, how am I gonna do this? And it's a challenge, it makes it enjoyable. Again, I talked a lot about before with handholdy games in the last episode, so I don't really want to sound like a broken record. We got the SSN ticket. We're gonna go on a good old ship. But come on, you can't just. It's just away from the experience. You have to strategize, because otherwise, you get a Pokemon, you just plow through the game. Get ones you're like, oh, I like this one. Let's just plow through the game. Have some strategy involved. Make people have to think a little bit. You know. Okay, so I have this. This is my situation. Here are my options of what I can do. Let's brainstorm a little bit, but no, it requires too much thinking. Games are supposed to be fun. But again, that's my personal opinion. I really like Pokemon Black and White. I do. I thought it was a fun game, and I liked the Pokemon, I liked the story, thought it was awesome. And oh, 63, we're just gonna level him up over here in the grass so we can get our Gyarados before we end this episode. And yeah, I like it. Like, I'm not trying to dump all over these games. Just saying there's things that that are different, and not necessarily for a better reason, but they're still there, and not like me complaining about it. will magically be like, oh well, we should go back to the old ways. Things change, games change. I feel like games are generally created for a younger generation, and this was my generation. I was a kid playing games, so that's what happens. I can gripe all I want about about new games, but that just might be what people want now. Here we go. Finally getting our Gyarados. Bought our little Magikarp for $500. Now he's gonna now the payout's gonna come. He's gonna really rake in that dough. Learn Bite. Perfect. Okay, let's save. Okay, so that feels like a good spot to end the episode. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see everyone in the next episode. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like. I appreciate it. And you can always hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when new videos come out. I'm going to be trying to do a little more of a schedule now that I have a bit more free time. All my schooling's done, thank goodness. So I'll try to put out some more stuff. I am also going to be trying to do some more collabs with a friend of mine. You can find him on Twitch and on YouTube, Tyler Here TV. I'll put it on the screen. You should go check him out. He's really funny. He's really good at what he does. Yeah, hopefully we'll get the two of us doing something, and that'll be fun. So see y'all then.